certainly a very complex and multifaceted project that's been contemplated for a number of years, and certainly long before I ever arrived on campus in the fall of 2004. But when Chancellor Birgeneau and I got here in September of '04, it certainly is something that had been talked about. It was clear to the two of us that there was a need for it, and he had the courage to go forward and put together an advisory committee that studied the issue and came to him in late 2004, December of 2004, with a concept and a recommendation for moving forward. Phase 1 will be just outside the west wall. It'll be about 140,000 square feet of space that will encompass strength and conditioning, sports medicine, the high performance element, if you will, for 13 of our 27 programs. Then one side of the building will encompass 12 Olympic sports with offices, meeting room areas, and locker rooms for those 12 sports. And then the left side will address the needs of our football program in terms of meeting space, locker rooms, coaches' offices, etc. So that's the first phase that we intend to break ground for in December of '06, just after big game, and that will be completed in the summer of '08. So we'll continue through the 2007 season with that, and then we will be in that in the summer of '08, play the '08 season, and then proceed with subsequent phases of the project. Ultimately, a decision was made that we wanted to preserve the original shape of the stadium itself, and given that led us to a design solution in terms of the kind of space we needed programmatically to the High Performance Center outside the west wall instead of containing those performance elements inside of the stadium itself. But this stadium has so much meaning, so much history. It is such a beautiful setting. You go to the top of the stadium, to the press box, and look over in that westward view. It's the most beautiful stadium, the most beautiful setting in college football. So all of our design elements have been guided by that philosophy. The facilities are important to us on a number of different levels. I think first and foremost is to enable our student athletes on a daily basis to get the kind of training that they need to compete and to exhibit excellence, to give them the kind of facilities that allow them to be efficient. Certainly one of the biggest demands on our students is for their time, and so we certainly want to have facilities that allow enough of them to get in the weight room at the same time, or allow them to have efficiencies in terms of their time. Certainly recruiting is a big piece of the puzzle. There's a little bit of, you got to keep up with the Joneses in intercollegiate athletics, and we need to have facilities that catch the eye of a 17 or an 18-year-old when they're making their decision about where to go to school. And then thirdly, and certainly not necessarily in any given order there, but is the comfort of our fans and the ability for them to come and have a great game day experience. And all three of those elements certainly need to be upgraded for us.
Welcome back to the show. We've already heard the fact that Sandy Barbour is excited about the fundraising of the stadium renovation that will start at the conclusion of this season. How important is this to your football program?
Well, it's extremely important. I think everyone knows it's much needed here, and it's very important for a lot of reasons, and one of them is recruiting. That is so competitive in recruiting right now, and everyone has really upgraded their facility, and so it's a little overdue for us, but I'm very excited that it's on its way. It has great momentum, and it's going to be a very, very special place. Not to mention that the kids really deserve a place to come every day that they can enjoy being in, that they feel like it's first class, that they have everything that they need, and so that's very important as well, is the day-to-day experience of our student athlete.
All right, let's talk about the season at hand. Here we go. Saturday, Tennessee, the Vols, a traditionally powerful program. They won national championships. down a little bit last year, but what do you expect from that first game in front of at least 107,000 people back there in Tennessee?
Well, it's traditionally they are a great, great program. There's no question about it. It's going to be a hostile environment. They went 5-6 last year, so I know they're going to be very, very motivated. I know they've refocused on where they need to be. I've read a lot of articles about how they're preparing and things like that. So they're going to be very motivated, especially against a team that's picked as high as we are to be able to go in there and prove something. So we're going to have to play our best to be successful there. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. They have tremendous athletes. They're very well coached. But the one thing that always sticks out about that team is how much speed they have and athleticism. So it's going to be a tough place to play for us, but I'm excited about it. I know our kids are too.
In some regards, does it have some similarities to the Virginia Tech game a couple of years ago? That was a nationally renowned program. This is obviously not going to be a neutral site. Your program now has been elevated to the point where, kind of the target's on your back as well.
Yeah, it is, and I think the only difference maybe, I think playing Tennessee is exactly like playing Virginia Tech. I mean, they're on that same level as far as notoriety in the country. They're known to be a great program.
Good luck this year. It promises to be an exciting season. The Pac-10 race should be, spectacular, I think, this year, and stay healthy, and I think it'll be a great year.
All right, thanks, Tom.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot. Head coach Jeff Tedford. And of course, a reminder to join us each and every week right here on Comcast and the Cal Sports Report. For the head coach, Jeff Tedford, I'm Todd McKim. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.